Okay, let's try this then. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Rhyunix and welcome to Minecraft 1.7.1. Today I'm going to be showing you, and for most of the next few videos, a little experiment of mine. Here's an experimental chapter of my ideas condensed into some kind of map form, a segment of what may be a map. This actual content probably won't make it as it is to a map, but I am trying to make a Fallout kind of themed sci-fi adventure map on Minecraft, and these are my ideas and this is what I'm doing. So here we go. I've written up a bit of a script. You know, it was just a couple of ideas I put together in my head. So the idea of this is just full of redstone. There you go. So our crafty adventurer, pun on the pun, crafty, let's leave that joke. Our crafty adventurer is exploring this weird room. He wants to get through that side, and the door isn't working. Slightly agitated. On that side is a legible sign, but I'm not going to read it because it shouldn't really be in view. So he clicks on this, saying it may work, and the door opens. He looks around, goes to that door, nothing's worked. So he turns around and he sees, oh, the room which was closed about 4 seconds ago is now open. So he tries the right switch and nothing happens. He tries the left switch, you get piston movements, a nod of approval. Now he goes. A quick moment to appreciate the architecture of this building. That's supposed to be a vent. And the defense bridge is now up, so he goes over to the other switch, the one we saw through the glass, and the redstone is online. So the door will be open. There we go. He dashes across towards the open space, and hang on, there's a pressure pad. Oh dear, fire. Let's not do that. So he jumps over, and he sees this this door. He goes, it may be like the old one I just passed through. So I'll take it with caution. There are pressure pads out there. I'll just walk past, and no. Oops. This is a failure, and here comes the rain to prove it. Here we go. Here's the system. There were some pistons under that would push the pressure pads away so that they'd break and you wouldn't be able to use it again and the door would close. But that's not really why the door would close. It was more along the lines of so that the pressure pads wouldn't make an annoying clicking noise. Now that's what the door's supposed to look like, except for I kind of broke it as well there. The piston didn't work because it was only connected to one pressure pad, but that's what it's supposed to look like now. Jumping in joy, you could say. So there's a piston underneath that non-sticky piston which pushes that up, and one on the other side which pushes the metal up. Here's the entire system. Yes, the redstone system I got here is pretty basic, I would say myself. So you start where that metal bit is in the left corner now. Down here, there we go. And you travel along this corridor I'm pointing at here. You've got security room to the right, and here's the redstone system for pretty much the whole thing. You can see it from above because it's all on the roof. So here's the first door release. That goes to the security system release, and together they make an AND gate which goes off to the other door, but we'll get to that. That first release also lights up the lights to show that the first door should work, and is also part of an AND gate for the the 4 pistons. I think that's sticky pistons. Yeah, they have to be to open the door. And this side we have the security system. That's where the AND gate comes in, and that connects to these pistons down here, and they push the bridge open. Now they don't have to be sticky pistons, but I've made them that way because I have just on a basis to it's easier to reset. That's the secondary release which you just saw on the metal box there. That also lights up its own individual light. When the two lights are on, if the system is working correctly and nothing is broken, then the doors should open and we should move over to the next set of challenges. In this case it is the second security system, which is a bit more discreet, and then you have a door on the other side, which I should get round to showing you around about now. And then you open into this space really. I have yet to fill in this space, but I'll get round to filling it in. So I'm going to show you what I put in that door now, once I can get this piston the right way around. There we go. Now the door you can see over there in the distance, well, you could see in the distance, had 3 pistons, and this one also has 3 pistons, but I've yet to set up the 3 pistons. I'm going to do it afterwards, when around about now. Here we go. And it's pretty easy. Makes a nice door. It's a 4x3 gap. It's pretty compact as well. And just to prove the point that the pistons will not retract the iron block, or blocks plural, and also to make sure the system was working, that was what that was for. So here's me setting up the other part of the system, which goes up to the 3rd piston at the top. And this system is fairly compact, as I've said, and that's why it's pretty easy to put in that wall, which that door was in. So here's me, that's just routing off to the, what do we call that, the activation signal, we shall call that. And there's going to be one on the other side, because they're both symmetrical. There we go. And just just fixing the piston bit there. And I'll just set up the other trap bit here. Oh, actually no, I'm decorating. For this system you really don't want to see the moving parts. Well, you might want to see the moving parts, but I don't want to see the moving parts. Ignore the rockets in the background, they are way out of scale. I was just making the example of a room. I don't really know what I'm going to put in this room, but this is just an example. There we go. Now this is a door frame, believe it or not, or door frame to be. It's fortunate that this door is actually open, only opens to 2x2, because then those the stairs will connect. I can actually walk through that gap. That's good. Now to set up the actual what do we call it, activation device. In this case, it's going to be a string trap, or whatever it's called, tripwire, I think it's called. So I'm just sorting this out here. I've edited this many times, and I've had many failures on the narration department. It's starting to annoy me now. I'm just trying to sort it out. So here we go. That's the tripwire setup right there. I'm just redecorating again. Adding the frame here. And then redecorating some more. I really hope this is going to work. If you hear this, then it means the editing worked and didn't do what it did last time, which was mess around. So here we go, we just walk through this gap here. Unfortunately you can't make the stairs or the iron actually fit to that size, and the door's now stuck because the pistons have pushed it out and you can't get it back, because they're not sticky pistons. So just demonstrating that precise point, there is nothing which is going to stick to there, so they're only used to push it out and keep it out. So it's kind of like a one-time activation. Now what I intended to do here, though I never got it to work, is make something which, a bit like with those pressure pads back in the other door, the intention was that these two pistons would knock the system off. Now I'm testing it without the iron. Oh, actually I'm testing it with the iron. I really should have tested it without the iron because it's just more work for me. And the system doesn't work, and I go, oh yeah, what's going on over here? And it's because the pistons have left a gap under that tripwire, and for some reason that does not work. So I just reset this here, thinking, oh, it's the wire fault. So I delete those. Still not working. So I don't understand. So I go, all right, it's the piston's fault then. So I delete that, fill it with stone. There we go. And the system works. Easy enough. So here's me trying to make the system again. So the idea of this is that, as I said before, when the system is used, it will reset and you won't be able to use it. But it's just for an aesthetic thing, really. Oh, and don't worry about the fact that the lights just changed. I just set up a temporary system to make sure the light is permanently on, so I can actually see. What I'm doing. There's nobody on the server. It's not even a server. It's just a single player realm. Is it a realm? No, it's just a world. Realm's a different thing. They created those in Minecraft. So here we go, resetting the system. Apparently it should work now. And I pass through the wire, and no. The system reset is faster or the same speed as the system activation. So what I do is I slow it down, and you can see in that corner there's a little grey space on the stone where the redstone should be, and I go, why is it not working? Why is it not working? The system should be working. The system should be resetting. And it's not, because I find this out with sooner or later, and I look at it and I go, why is it not working? And it's because there was no redstone actually leading from the wire activation to the reset. So you could just see that briefly flash on that repeater. So what I do here is I edit it again. This comes with when you know what you're doing, this will come as a piece of cake. You'll see the problems here, but I obviously cannot, because I am not in any ways a professional at redstone. So I give up and I delete the piston, make another one, test the system again. It's all about trial and error, really. If you don't know your trial and error, then it wouldn't work. More importantly, if you don't trial and error, you won't find flaws in the design like that. You look over and you go, check system, and oh, there's your problem there, and you can expect me to be angry like so. So yeah, that's the door basically with some additional features. It doesn't really matter about these additional features. That's the door in basic principle. So here's what should really happen: you walk through, the door closes, the system breaks. I still think there's a clicking noise. Doesn't really matter. I could sort that out with a bit more shuffling, messing around. Also, I do it on the other side as well. It was just to see if that side would work. It's also a real pain to reset. So in the end, I delete my design. That was just a demonstration design anyway. There will be more demonstrations in the next videos, which are coming soon. This is not a one-off, that's why it's an episode 1. I will add more interesting redstone things, and I will certainly finish this box room. I will make interesting things in here, and you will be able to you may be able to download it actually, if I'm thinking about it. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, or favorite, and do share, because sharing not only is caring but also gets me more well known. I will start back here in the next video, but I'll just progress straight through the room because I can fly, because this is creative. But until then, I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye.